Okay, we're now live. So good morning. Yes, it is still morning. And welcome to our Electronic Planning and Works Committee meeting on August the 9th, 2022. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, committee members are practicing physical distancing and are participating electronically. However, Regional Chair Redmond and Councillors Jowett, Foxton, Clark, Shantz, Verbanovic, Kiefer, and I are present in the council chambers. I will now call on Aaron, the committee clerk, to conduct the roll call.
Regional Chair Redmond.
Present.
Councillor Verbanovic. Councillor Jaworski.
Here.
Councillor Clark.
Present.
Councillor Lawrence.
Present.
Councillor Jowett.
Present.
Councillor Erb.
Present.
Councillor Nowak.
Present.
Councillor Kiefer.
Present.
Councillor McGarry.
Present.
Councillor Armstrong.
Present.
Councillor Harris. Councillor Shantz.
Present, and Councillor Verbanovic said he will return.
Thank you. Councillor Strickland. Councillor Foxton.
Present.
And Councillor Galloway.
Present. Thanks, Aaron. I would like to acknowledge that the land on which we gather virtually today is the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Neutral people. We acknowledge the enduring presence of the Indigenous people with whom we share this land today, their achievements and their contributions to our community. Are there any declaration of pecuniary interest to declare? Seeing none, we have no delegations, and we'll turn our mind to the consent agenda. Does anyone wish to discuss any particular matter or remove any one or another item from the consent agenda? Seeing none, look for someone to move and seconded the consent agenda. Councillor Kiefer and Councillor Lawrence, if you would use your voting icons to vote accordingly. And that's carried. Thank you. Now to the regular agenda. The first item is a TIG, a Brownfield Financial Incentive Program, tax increment grant application for 152 Shanley, and Amanda Cutler is going to briefly introduce this matter. Amanda, are you there? There she is. Good, still morning. Good morning, Amanda. No, we aren't hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Yep.
Perfect. Sorry about that. So staff are recommending approval of a joint tax increment grant for 152 Shanley Street in the city of Kitchener. The city approved their portion of the TIG in June of this year, and this site does have a history of contaminating activities from manufacturing uses. It's now being redeveloped into an 8-story, 166-unit multiple residential building, and staff are satisfied that the program requirements have been met and that the approval can proceed subject to an agreement. Site remediation activities have included a combination of risk assessment, which develop property-specific standards, and remediation of remaining exceedances in the soil and groundwater.
Okay, thanks very much, Amanda. Any questions to Amanda or Peter Ellis, senior planner on this project? Okay, thanks, Amanda. No questions. So who would like to move? Oh. Where am I to look for that? Okay, yeah, okay, Councillor Lawrence.
Oh, Thank you, Mr. Chair. Sorry, just a quick question. I'm just wondering, you may recall this as well. This address has been back when we were in Kitchener Council.
Oh, yeah,
Do we know how long we've been
goes back to prehistoric times, this one.
Yeah, exactly. How long this has been active and how many attempts? Does anybody have any history? Amanda, would you have the history on that?
Peter may be able to respond when we received a Brownfield application, but I think the site has been under consideration for probably at least 10 years in terms of people looking at it for development opportunities. I'm not sure when the actual application was submitted. Perhaps Peter may know when we received the application for Brownfield.
Peter?
Thank you, through you. I think it was 2020, but I was with public health, and I recall going to several meetings back in 2007.
Yeah, okay.
With this site, so it's definitely been kicked around quite a bit.
Excellent. Okay, thank you for that information. I'll move it, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Ensign, seconded by Councillor Armstrong. So if we would then use your voting icons, please. Okay, that's carried. The next item is the Stage 2 ION project status update. There's no presentation, questions if you wish. Mr. O'Neill is here to handle those. Essentially, it's to embark on a process to reconsider the terminus in Cambridge. Any questions to Mr. O'Neill? Chair Redmond.
Thank you, Chair Galloway. I just want to underscore that I think this is the result of very thoughtful consultation and conversations with some of the business interests and the broader community in Cambridge, and I really commend staff for taking this slight wrinkle in phase 2. I think it's very well supported and it's a great process.
Okay. Seeing no other questions to Mr. O'Neill, could I have a mover and a seconder to proceed in this particular manner? Councillor Jowett and Councillor Kiefer. And would you vote then using the voting icons? And that's carried. Bring to your attention that there is a piece of correspondence in the package relative to the West Montrose Covered Bridge from Mr. Kitson, Morden, Chair of the West Montrose Residents Association. Any other business to bring to the Planning Works Committee meeting? We're working hard here to get us back on schedule after Councillor Clark got us off schedule. No other business? Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn? Councillor Nowak, Councillor Foxton, and would you vote then accordingly? Next meeting, September the 6th, and we are going to break for lunch to return at 12:31. 12:31, well, it's good-ish, yeah. Okay, we'll be back at 12:31.